This is the rail platform. Now this is absolutely nothing to do with the concentration camp at all. Okay, this is actually part of the World War I artillery and munitions and gunpowder factory that was located here during the war. Now, so I already talked about the war itself, but I failed to mention till this point. From 1915 till 1918, here on what's now here, but on that site formerly, during the First World War in Dachau, a very large artillery factory and gunpowder factory was built here outside what was then the village of Dachau. So those kind of structures, artillery factories and so forth, they always very often follow a certain particular set of guidelines. Now, one is they're located away from the civilian population. Now, back then, Dachau, not like it is nowadays, Dachau was nothing but a village, just a small village, that's all it was. So the factory was built away from the people of Dachau. Two, strategically located. This one is beside the River Würm, beside the river, fresh water supply and so forth. And three, very often, those, or especially during the war times, large places for production of ordnance, they have rudimentary defences built in the actual superstructure, not to keep people in, but to keep people out. Keep it out of the place. When the war came to an end in 1918, those factory buildings stayed intact, fully intact. That's what the Nazis reoccupied in 1933. They simply reoccupied the old artillery factory of Dachau and opened it as a camp, because all those defensive structures for keeping people in and out and so forth, that was already there, waiting to go, basically now. So that brings me on to my first point now, folks, of the day regarding the Dachau camp. As a concentration camp, Dachau can be broken down into three chronological phases, and they're relatively accurate. So an overview of the phases is 1933 to 37, 37/38 until 1942.